So I recently had a comment on these earrings, which I know are not great, about messing with the settings to reduce stringing. I'm not doing that because A, the reason these strung so much is likely due to the fact that that TPU had been sitting out for well over a year and needs to be dried. I have no idea where my dryer is. It's likely in a box in storage. I need to find it. But that's the cause of the stringing on this filament, is it's likely just too moist. But the only reason I use that filament is because I had this Ender 3v3 sitting right next to me, and I thought, since I'm printing stuff, why not try to print some of the random printables in TPU? Because printing over a dozen or a couple dozen prints a week of just random things costs a lot of money. So I just use whatever I can find. So I find the cheapest filament and use it. So I didn't actually count, but I would imagine there's close to at least 10 different kinds of filaments right next to my printers here. And I'm not going to fine-tune my printers for each one of these. That would be insane. Because on default setting on my printers, 99% of the time, they work just fine. The only time I have problems is usually with gray. Specifically this gray. I cannot get this gray to print. Even though I've printed a decent amount, I cannot get it to stick to the beds. And I have no idea why. But yeah, for like 99% of the stuff I print, the default settings work just fine. It's just that 1% that I have a problem with, that I end up with bad prints. And honestly, on these, I could go and throw them on my printer and print them in PETG, and they would come out crystal clear and nice. I wanted to try TPU since I had already printed these, and there's a video on my page somewhere of these. I figured, let's try TPU, and I used a way too wet roll of filament to try it. But yes, for the stuff that I sell, like my X-ray markers, I'm going to make sure they come out really nice. Also, the chicken came out really nice. I know how to tune the printers to get what I need. I just am not going to chase perfection on random printables. That's unfeasible. But aside from that, printables is up to 1,448,013. This is the newest one at the time of making this video, and that's actually really cute. But yeah, if you have a suggestion for random printables, keep it between 1 and 1,448,013.